Time now for the starting lineups on tonight's ball game. First for West Delaware, Kristen Wegman, a 6-foot junior, averaging 11.1 points a game. Emily Toll, a 5'8 senior, at 9.5 points a game and 2.5 assists per game. Haley Morrison, a 5'6 senior, at 3 points and 4 assists a game. Mary Boyce, a 5'11 senior, at 3.8 points a game, and Cassie Palmer shooting 50% from three-point range and averaging 14.7 points a game. Decorah will go with Peyton Jurlett, 8.7 a game. Caitlin Kragle, 5.1 a game. Taylor Skring, 11.9 a game. Shelby Stahlberger at 3.6 a game, and Tess Olinger at 6.5 points per basketball game. West Delaware to the far end, Decorah to the near end to start this one, and the tap controlled by the Hawks. They will shoot at the far end as Haley Morrison dribbles up into the front court. Decorah coming out in a 2-3 zone. With it in the right corner, Cassie Palmer. Palmer on the right wing to Wegman. Back between the circles to Morrison. To Wegman on the right wing. Top of the key to Morrison. Left side to Palmer. Palmer in the left corner to Emily Toole. Toole underneath to Palmer at the left block. Put up the shot. No good. Rebound down to Taylor Skring for Decorah. 30 seconds in. Possession one for Decorah. No score. Skring stops, pops, top of the key, three-pointer, no good. Kragle the rebound, left baseline, between the circles to Skring, right of the circle to Stahlberger, between the circles to Skring, left side to Jurlett. As the Hawks coming out in a person-to-person defense, as Skring's pass intercepted underneath by Wegman. Now to Morrison, her pass up along the left side goes to Toll. Toll to Morrison, back top of the key to Wegman, a three up and good, and it's 3-0 West Delaware, 1 minute in.
And again, not a good start there for Decorah. If that's what we're going to have to see all night, we hope that they don't get that hot on those threes.
And they are a 43% shooting team from three-point range and average 4 of them a game. Jurlett underneath to Olinger at the left block. Ball knocked out of bounds by Wegman, and Decorah will play it baseline left.
And we're doing the right thing here, Darren. We're trying to get the ball inside. We haven't had much success yet, but you keep trying here.
1:13 into the game, 3-0 West Delaware. Inbounds it comes to Olinger. Left of the circle to Stahlberger. Shelby kicks along the right baseline to Kragle. Kragle to Jurlett on the right wing. Top of the key to Stahlberger. Spins left of the key. Left wing to Skring. Left corner to Stahlberger. Stahlberger takes a dribble back between the circles to Kragle. Right of the circle to Jurlett. Right corner to Skring. Underneath towards Kragle, and a foul is going to be called on West Delaware. Marley Boyce gets the first whistle.
It might be something that the fans at home need to see or hear about, is that West Delaware brings height to this game. They have at least 4 players that are in that 5'10" to 6-foot range.
Minute 40 in, no 3-0 West Delaware. Stahlberger in the lane, an 8-footer up and good.
Yep, they're giving her the shot. They're not going to guard her, and they made them pay.
3-2 West Delaware. We're a minute 40 into the game. Morrison against an extended Decorah zone. Morrison between the circles. Left side to Palmer. Palmer in the left corner to Toll. Toll left to the key to Boyce. The jumper is up. It's no good. Rebound down to Kragle. She lost control of the ball, and it's taken by Stahlberger in the backcourt. Shelby will bring it to the near end of the floor. To the left wing, and Peyton Jurlett. Jurlett to the free throw line. Drives in, lost control of it, and it's taken away by Wegman. Wegman quickly ahead. Her pass intercepted by Skring for Decorah. Skring up the left side, and a foul is going to be called on Marley Boyce, who picks up her second. We are 2:24 into the game. It's a 3-2 lead for West Delaware.
And again, credit Taylor for keeping an eye on the ball as she went down the floor, not turning her back and running. She kind of side saddled and been able to see that.
Kara Mormon coming in for West Delaware as Decorah gets the ball in bounds on the near end of the court as we have a end zone view tonight. Skring tried to get it back to Stahlberger, and it's punched out of bounds by Emily Toll.
I'm not a big fan of those one-handed passes.
Skring with the basketball, midcourt area on the left wing to Stahlberger. Stahlberger takes a couple of dribbles, retreats to the midcourt area, goes in the left corner to Stahlberger. Or to Skring, between the circles to Olinger, right of the circle to Jurlett, along the right side to Stahlberger. Stahlberger went up, shot was blocked by Wegman, run down by Jurlett, midcourt area to Skring, back to Peyton, and Peyton gets tripped up and fouled by Haley Morrison. 3 fouls on West Delaware, 0 on Decorah. We're 2:49 in, 3-2 West Delaware.
And Decorah, give them credit, they're trying to penetrate into that man-to-man that West Delaware's put on us, and we're having some success against it, Darren. Now they've gone to a 2-3 here the way it looks.
Skirring with the basketball, midcourt area, passes on the left side to Jurlett. Jurlett takes the dribble between the circles to Stahlberger, right side to Skirring. Goes top of the key to Shelby, left side to Jurlett, top of the key to Shelby, right side to Taylor Skirring. Lost control of her dribble, and it's taken away by Toll for West Delaware.
Cardinal sin, you can't dribble against a 2-3 zone.
Morrison against the Decorah 2-3 zone on the right side to Wegman. Wegman in the right corner to Toll. Toll tried to get it underneath. Ball deflected by Stahlberger, taken by Wegman. Right of the lane to Palmer. Palmer top of the key to Morrison. Right to side to Wegman. A three is up and good. And West Delaware takes a 6-2 lead.
Yeah, that's a 2 for 2 on that 3-point shot.
3-2 or 6-2 West Delaware. 4:20 left here in the first quarter. Skirring with it on the right side. Taylor drives to the baseline, goes to Olinger, right block, puts it up off the glass and in. It took a while, but it finally dropped to the bottom of the well. Tess with her first two. 6-4 West Delaware.
Nice assist there by Taylor.
We're halfway through quarter number 1. Morrison starts to penetrate, and the hand check foul is going to be called on Taylor Skirring on the perimeter. Taylor picks up her first, team's first. 4:02 to play first quarter, 6-4 West Delaware.
Darren, so far it's been kind of interesting. You know, earlier in the game you said that at the far end of the gym, and folks, he means the far end of the gym. I have my binoculars out.
And your glasses, which creates a little bit of an obstructed view, I imagine. With it on the right side, Wegman. Wegman drives to the right corner, double teamed, and a foul is going to be called. No, a double dribble.
Yep.
Wegman will double dribble, and that's going to be 3 turnovers on West Delaware, or 2 turnovers.
Yep, second one. Decorah has 3.
Thus far, we're past the halfway point of quarter number 1, a 6-4 lead for West Delaware. Maria McDonough and Sandra Zidlicki in for Decorah. Passing on the right side to Jurla, try to get underneath to Olinger, and the pass wide of the mark and out of bounds, and it's 4 turnovers on Decorah.
Yeah, we got to do much better. That's 3 now that we've had on passes on the inside. Be a little more careful.
3:38 to play quarter number 1, a 6-4 lead for West Delaware. Hawk ball, far end of the gym. Wegman, top of the key to Morrison, right side to Wegman. Wegman will take a 3-pointer again and bury it.
I would think that someone needs to get on her.
Oh, that one was pretty contested, to be honest with you.
Not enough, Darren. It went in.
9-4 the score. Wegman with her 38th 3 of the season. McDonough underneath towards Olinger. And the pass intercepted by Palmer. Now to Morrison. Left side to Wegman. Back between the circles to Morrison. Morrison at the free throw line to Toll, and Toll gets tied up by Jurlid and McDonough. Alternating possession will go to Decorah. 9-4 the score, 3:05 to play first quarter, and Bridget Storhoff's going to take a 30-second timeout.
Excuse me, Darren, but that was a pretty headsy play there by Peyton Jurlid to get that tie up. She kind of sagged in there, and when the girl brought it down by her waist, she was all over it. But again, we're letting one gal just kind of stand in her little spot. She's had 3 threes from the same spot on the floor. You've got to identify that. You've got to make sure that you either deny her that pass, and it's hard to do in a 2-3 zone, or you make sure that someone's going to get a hand up on her when she does get the ball and not give her the opportunity to lock and load.
Wegman now with 39 three-pointers on the season. She's a 38% shooter coming in. Cassie Palmer, who hasn't attempted a three-pointer yet, 50% from three-point range coming in. Yeah. That's an adequate total.
Yes, it is, and you know that makes a coach happy. Right now, Decorah has 5 turnovers, and 4 of them have been on entry passes in on the inside. We got to do a better job.
Jurlid to Olinger at the left block, went up, and they had the ball blocked by Palmer, so it's a tie-up, and on the alternating possession, it goes right back to West Delaware. Yeah,
and again, they're not giving us the outside shot, and we're trying to force it inside, and they're not giving us that either, Darren. They're not very nice to us.
Morrison deflected pass to Wegman. Top of the key to Morrison at the free throw line to Toll. Between the circles to Morrison. Morrison on the dribble, goes left side to Palmer. Palmer top of the key to Morrison, now to Toll, right side to Wegman. A three-pointer is up. This one's long. Rebound to the side, run down by Maria McDonough, and she gets pulled down. No whistle, and it's going to end up being Decorah or West Delaware ball.
Wow, there should have been something there, Darren.
And West Delaware will have it with 2:27 to play here in the first quarter. West Delaware up by a 9-4 margin. Haley Morrison on the right side to Kristen Wegman. Right corner to Palmer. Now to Wegman. Top of the key to Morrison. Left side to Mormon. Mormon left corner to Palmer. A three is up. It's long. Rebound to Taylor Skirring on the weak side for Decorah. 2:10 to play first quarter. 9-4 West Delaware. Quickly ahead to Peyton Jurley. She tried to drive and she didn't take the ball with her. And Toll takes it away for West Delaware. Now to Morrison on the right side to Mormon. Mormon back between the circles to Morrison. Dribbles to the free throw line. Now stops. Ponce is on the right side to Wegman. Back between the circles to Morrison. Left corner to Mormon. Left corner deeper to Palmer. Top of the key to Morrison. Left side to Wegman. Wegman left corner to Palmer. Left corner three-pointer up and good. 4 threes for West Delaware, and they lead at 12-4.
Now this game is at a critical point already and early in the first quarter here, Darren. Decorah has to come up with a plan here.
90 seconds to play in the quarter as Peyton Jurley drives down the lane, put up the shot, no good. Zidlicki got the rebound and put it up and got fouled.
Yeah, that's a nice answer right there.
The foul is on Cassie Palmer, personal number 1, team foul number 4. And Sandra Zidlicki will go to the free throw line, 24% on the season.
Unbelievable.
First free throw up and good.
Believable. You know what, Darren? I wish that she would get used to shooting the ball off the backboard so that she gets the ball up, at least give it a chance to go in. She has a tendency to sometimes short arm it, trying to lay it over that front rim.
1:26 to play in the quarter, 12-5 West Delaware. Second free throw up around the rim, no good. Skirring got the rebound, put it up off the glass too strong, and a foul in the battle for the loose ball, and it's going to go against Caitlin Krigel. Her first, team second. 12-5 West Delaware, 1:23 to play first quarter.
And that was a nice job there by Taylor, but you got to finish. We've had 4 offensive fouls or rebounds so far, Darren.
On the right side with it is Linus. Top of the key to Morrison. Left side to Wegman. Left corner to Allison Schrader. Schrader left wing to Linus. Top of the key to Morrison. Right side to Wegman. Skips it over on the left side to Linus. Linus pass intercepted by Taylor Skirring. She'll drive up the left side of the floor. Drives to the right elbow or to the right block. Puts it up no good. And Wegman with the rebound for West Delaware. Got to make layups.
That's the first rebound by West Delaware.
Morrison with the basketball, right side to Wegman. Wegman now to Morrison, dribbles to the free throw line, had it knocked away. It's a loose ball. McDonough knocks it away. Morrison goes to the floor to save it and is able to push it off to Wegman, or shuffle it off to Wegman, if you will.
Either one of those would work.
Right side to Schrader. Schrader in the right corner, right wing to Linus. Linus top of the key to Morrison. Morrison over on the left side to Wegman. Wegman takes the three-pointer. It is no good. Zidlicki the rebound for Decorah. 15 seconds to play first quarter. A 12-5 lead for West Delaware. Linnea Kephart on the left wing now to Skirring, and Skirring tried a head and shoulder fake but traveled. And that is 8 turnovers on Decorah.
Yeah, we can't have that, Darren. This is still in the first quarter. We got 8 turnovers. If you do a little math, 4 times 8, that's 28 for the game. Come on now.
It's 32 to be precise.
I was hoping you'd catch that.
Morrison up into the front court. Passing on the right side of Wegman. Wegman right corner to Toll. Stepped up to an 18-footer. No good. 1 quarter done. It's 12-5 West Delaware. Let's take a break for Wicks Construction. 1 quarter done. It is 12-5 West Delaware, and West Delaware three-pointers. Decorah turnovers have been the story to this point, Coach B.
I would agree, Darren, and you know, it's kind of interesting here. Shot selection. Decorah has got 2 out of 6 from the two-point land. They have 1 3 that they missed. They've made 2 shots, made 7 attempts. That's 28%. And on the other hand, West Delaware has not made a two-pointer, but they've made 4 3-pointers, and they're 4 of 10, 40%. So a very interesting statistic.
We got to say hi to Mason Iverson.
You betcha. She's sitting there listening. I know she is.
And Ruth Price, of course, as well. Right short corner, Riley Monteith. Her pass intercepted by Haley Morrison. Morrison up into the front court, drives all the way down. Nobody picks her up, and she takes a 10-footer and scores. Haley Morrison with the first two-pointer for West Delaware. It's 14-5 Hawks. 7:33 to play second quarter. Stahlberger with it on the left wing. Jump pass to Kragel high on the left. Right side to Skirring. Taylor for 3. It's a brick. Rebound deflected out of bounds off the foot of Haley Linus. So baseline left, Decorah will play it.
Well, I tell you what, Decorah is going to have to get their game together here pretty quick.
Kregel left corner, left wing to Stahlberger. Right of the circle to Scheuring. Scheuring had it knocked away, got it back in front of the West Delaware bench. Errant pass run down by Stahlberger, midcourt area at the free throw line to Kregel, left side to Stahlberger. Stahlberger top of the key to Jurlid. Left side to Stahlberger to Jurlid. Right corner to Scheuring. Scheuring right of the key to Jurlid. Three-pointer up. It's long. Rebound pulled down by West Delaware. It was Emily Toll that got it. Now to Haley Morrison. Her pass is knocked away by Jurlid. Tried to save it in bounds, but it went right to Haley Linus, and she gives it back to Haley Morrison for West Delaware. Right corner with it is Toll. Top of the key to Morrison. Left side to Wegman. Wegman left corner to Toll. Underneath the Wegman left block. Put it up. No good. Way too close for her. Rebound pulled down by Stover. For Decorah. Shelby up into the front court. Left side Peyton Jurlid. A three-pointer is up. It's Brick. Rebound Taylor Scheuring had it knocked away. Taylor gets it at the free throw line, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Haley Morrison in the battle for the loose ball. 6:25 to play second quarter. 14-5 Hawks. Second foul. Morrison, team's fifth.
You know, Decorah right now is keeping hope alive by getting these offensive rebounds and at least getting another opportunity to shoot. But boy, I tell you what, our shooting looks like we're a day late here.
And you put that together with 9 turnovers, not a good combination, unfortunately. Jurlid right corner to Scheuring. Scheuring travels.
10 turnovers, Darren. Unbelievable. I don't know if the girls are nervous or what the heck's going on here.
2 of 10 from the field, 10 turnovers, 5 points, and 10 minutes of basketball.
Make West Delaware play some defense.
Over on the right side with it, Wegman, top of the key to Linus. Linus on the left wing to Mormon, top of the key to Linus, right side to Wegman. Wegman double teamed underneath the Linus right block, puts it up and in. Linus with her first bench points for West Delaware, and it's 16-5 Hawks. We're 2:05 into quarter number 2. Jurlid on the left wing to Shelby Stahlberger, now to Caitlin Kregel, who had it knocked away by Toll, and it's taken away by Palmer for West Delaware. 11 turnovers for Decorah. Wegman with the top of the key. She's all alone. She'll take a three-pointer. It's no good. Kregel the rebound for Decorah. Now to Taylor Scheuring. Taylor up into the front court, right side of Peyton Jurlid. Jurlid back between the circles to Scheuring. Scheuring passes on the left wing to Shelby Stahlberger. Stahlberger takes the dribble, top of the key to Jurlid, right corner to Taylor Scheuring. Scheuring driving into the lane, put up a wild shot off the glass, no good. Rebound loose on the side, taken by Stahlberger, top of the key to Jurlid. Jurlid driving into the lane, and a bumping foul is going to be called on Emily Toll, who picks up personal number 1 and team foul number 6 already.
And again, Decorah's done a nice job when they've forced the issue a little bit. We're forcing them into kind of a foul situation here, but we got to take care of the basketball.
McDonough passes inbounds to Shelby Stahlberger on the right wing. Stahlberger driving underneath to McDonough at the right baseline. McDonough kicks it back to Jurlid, left side to Stahlberger. Stahlberger top of the key to Jurlid. Jurlid driving right of the lane, lob pass underneath to Sandra Zidlicki. Catches, shoots, and scores.
Nice entry pass there.
Sandra was 3. It's 16-7 Hawks, 4:52 to play second quarter. On the left side with it is Emily Toll. Toll back between the circles to Linus. On the right side to Anderson Schrader. Top of the key to Linus. Left side Emily Toll. Toll between the circles to Linus. On the left side to Toll. Toll steps up to a 12-footer. It's no good. Loose ball underneath being fought for. Stahlberger and Toll battle for it, and it's actually, they're not going to call it a jump ball. They're going to say West Delaware touched it while they were out of bounds.
Huh.
So
that's a break. Save the arrow.
Which would have been West Delaware's anyway.
Yeah. We'll look at it this way, Darren. They've got a full court press here, and we're having trouble with it.
Inbounds, it comes to McDonough. She gets tied up by Palmer. Alternating possession will go to West Delaware.
I mean, my goodness gracious, we got to do better than that.
Linus will look to get it inbounds, baseline left. Linus gets a 3 count. Lob pass into the midcourt area. It's run down by Palmer near the timeline. She'll give it to Mormon, who will give it back to Linus to reset the offense against the Decorah 2-3 zone. On the left side with it is Toll. Top of the key to Linus. Right side to Wegman. Top of the key to Linus. Straight on three-pointer up and good. Linus with the 5th three-pointer for West Delaware. It's 19-7 Hawks. 4:10 to play second quarter. Zidlicki fumbles the pass from Jurlid, which wasn't that great of a pass, to be honest with you, and Linus intercepts it. 13. Unlucky number 13 for Decorah. Here is Wegman underneath, Palmer underneath makes the catch off the feed from Toll, and the shot is up and in. A 30-second timeout asked for by Bridget Storhoff, and this one getting away from the Vikes. It's 21-7 West Delaware here at the midway point of quarter number 2.
Well, you touched on it earlier, Darren. Anytime you have this poor shooting and then you couple that with some really sloppy ball handling and passing down in the offensive end, especially even if West Delaware is shooting not that well from inside, their three-point shots are really making a gap here.
McDonough, Jurlid, Stahlberger, Zidlicki, and Olinger for Decorah. 3:52 to play here in quarter number 2. It is a 21-7 lead for West Delaware. West Delaware has won their first round game the last 3 years. Decorah has lost it the last 3 years. Decorah has not won a postseason game since the girls' union went to the silliness, which is 5 classes. McDonough fumbles the pass from Stahlberger, and guess what? Another turnover. Kristen Wegman with the steal. Kara Moorman up into the front court. Passing on the right wing to Wegman. Wegman right corner to Linus. Now to Wegman on the right wing between the circles to Moorman. Over on the left side to Toll. Toll in the left corner to Linus. Linus picks up her dribble beyond the arc left side. Right side to Moorman. Left side to Wegman. Wegman passes top of the key to Moorman. Penetrates to the free throw line. Had it stripped by Peyton, but she took off Moorman's arm in the process of doing so. Peyton picks up her first, team's third. Peyton was nice enough to give the arm back, though.
Yeah, she did, and that's very kind of her.
3:12 to play second quarter, 21-7 West Delaware. 14 turnovers on Decorah, and with due respect to West Delaware, not a lot of them have been forced, to be honest with you.
No.
That's the disappointing thing right now.
We're just throwing it to them.
Linus between the circles to Wegman. Wegman on the left side to Linus. Linus driving left baseline, lost control of the ball, goes out of bounds, and that'll be turnover number 4 on West Delaware.
Yeah, and again, she just kind of dribbled it off her foot. Here comes this full court press again. We have to do a better job of breaking this.
Stahlberger inbounds to Peyton Jurlid. Will dribble around a couple of defenders and pass into the front court to Zidlicki. Left side to Schering. Bounce pass underneath to Kragel. Goes up, misses the shot, but got fouled by Kristen Wegman. That's a better job.
That was a very nice job of breaking it, but we got to finish strong. I mean, there's absolutely no reason that somebody that's been in the weight room as much as Kaylin doesn't finish that shot.
Kragel will shoot a couple. She's a 41% free throw shooter. First one off the back iron and drops to the bottom of the well. 21-8. 2:48 to play second quarter. Second free throw up and good. Kragel with her first two, 21-9, 2:46 to play second quarter. Up into the front court comes Moorman. Moorman passes on the right side to Wegman. Wegman in the right corner to Linus. Steps up to a 15-footer. It's off the side of the rim. The rebound pulled down by Kragel for Decorah. Outlet right to Jurlid. Jurlid passes to Schering, who brings it to the front court on the near end of the court. Passing on the left wing to Stahlberger. Left corner to Schering. Schering underneath the Kragel left block. Puts it up, misses the shot. Boy, rebound taken down by Jurlid. Throws it to nobody in particular, and it's taken away by Casey Palmer for West Delaware. Now to Toll. Toll top of the key to Moorman. Moorman passing right side to Linus. To Wegman on the right side. Top of the key to Moorman. Moorman on the left wing to Palmer. Palmer to Moorman, top of the key. Three-pointer no good. Rebound taken by Linus. Left block goes up. Shot blocked. Foul call on Sandra Zidlicki. 21-9 West Delaware, 1:54 to play second quarter.
Do you realize that's only the first second opportunity that West Delaware's had at the basket tonight?
Linus with 5 points on the night, and she is 57% from the free throw line on the season. First free throw up and good. And it's a 22-9 lead for West Delaware.
And again, I don't know what to tell you here, fans that are listening.
Linus' second free throw, no good. Rebound taken down by Zidlicki. I'll even say hi to the people that aren't our fans. I like to include everybody there, Coach B.
You're very kind, too.
Skirring top of the key to Jurlid, left side to Kephart. Now to Jurlid, her pass deflected, caught by Skirring on the right elbow in front of the West Delaware bench. Left side to Kephart, drives to the left block, put up the shot, no good. Rebound fought for. Zidlicki got it, puts it up and in. Sandra with 5 on the night, 22-11. 1:18 to play second quarter. West Delaware with the ball in the lead, shooting on the far end of the court. On the left wing with it is Toll, dribbles to the free throw line, passes between the circles to Moorman, left side to Linus. Linus to Wegman, top of the key to Moorman, left side to Linus. Linus skips it over to Wegman, but the pass intercepted by Peyton Jurlid for Decorah. Jurlid up the left side of the floor to Skirring on the left wing, between the circles to Peyton Jurlid, right side to Linnea Kephart. Skip pass over on the left side to Skirring, top of the key to Jurlid. Jurlid puts up a herky-jerk of a shot. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Haley Linus for West Delaware. 43 seconds to play in the half, 22-11 West Delaware. Moorman with the basketball, passing on the left wing to Toll. Toll left corner to Linus. Linus deep on the left side to Wegman. Back between the circles. The pass goes through the hands of Moorman. It goes out of bounds, and Decorah will have it with 30 seconds to play in the first half.
Well, this is a big 30 seconds. It'd be nice if we could get a couple of shots here, at least get a basket.
Single digits at the half is better than double digits just mentally.
Absolutely, and especially after that first half we've suffered through here.
Jurlid to Skirring between the circles as West Delaware just sitting back and playing zone right here. Zidlicki at the free throw line, back between the circles to Skirring, left side to Jurlid, top of the key to Skirring, right side to Kephart to Zidlicki to Skirring, left side to Jurlid, three-pointer up and good. Peyton with her first points, 22-14. 2 seconds, 1 second. Wegman with the half quarter at the horn, it falls short. Well, after all that, it's a single-digit deficit here at the halftime break, 22-14. West Delaware leads it here in the regional quarterfinal. Let's take time out for Greg and Marty Wise with Plan One Financial, Ace Hardware, Decorah Tire Service, and Paul Hudson, your State Farm Insurance agent.
Game.
Decorah ball to start the second half. Kriegel, Olinger, Skirring, Peyton Jurlid, and Shelby Stahlberger. For West Delaware, it's Boyce, Morrison, Wegman, Toll, and Palmer. So it'll be Decorah ball to start the second half. Both teams with their original starting 5 in the game. Peyton Jurlid with the basketball between the circles. Passes on the right side to Shelby Stahlberger to Caitlin Kriegel at the right block. Put it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Kristen Wegman. Had it stripped, taken away by Jurlid. Goes up, shot blocked, foul call.
Nice start there.
Picks up her second foul and the team's first.
And Peyton, credit her for not, she kind of got beat on a rebound, and then she was able to go ahead and get right after it, and the girl didn't expect that and made a nice steal.
As Peyton Jurlid has 3 points on the night on a three-pointer late in the first half. First free throw is no good. She is a 59%er on the season. 22-14 West Delaware. We are 12 seconds into half number 2, quarter number 3.
Well, Decorah needs to work on her free throwing for next year if they're gonna make a run at things.
Jurlid's second free throw up and good. 22-15 West Delaware. 7:42 to play here in the third quarter. Passing in the right corner is Emily Toll. On the right wing to Wegman. Top of the key to Morrison. Left side to Palmer. Palmer in the left corner to Emily Toll. On the left wing to Wegman. Between the circles to Morrison. Morrison tried to get it underneath. Ball knocked away by Olinger. It's taken there by Toll. Now to Morrison. Ball knocked away by Tess Olinger once again.
And again, that was great pressure by Decorah. And again, it disrupts offenses when you get hands on the ball. I wish Tess would have gone with the other hand. She probably would have had a steal.
Morrison with it in bounds on the near end of the court. Passing to Wegman on the right wing. Top of the key to Morrison. Right side to Wegman. Wegman on the right wing. Right corner to Toll. Toll underneath to Boyce at the right block. Her pass deflected. It's a loose ball. It goes out of bounds. It's last touch by West Delaware. And Decorah will have it with 7:08 to play here in the third quarter.
And that's the 8th turnover on West Delaware, and they're doing a great job of getting pressure on them.
That ratio looking a lot prettier than it did in the first half.
That's exactly
Still
right.
not pretty, but it's a lot prettier than it was. Skirring in the right corner. High on the right to Olinger, left side to Stahlberger. Stahlberger left side to Jurlid. Now to Stahlberger between the circles to Skirring underneath the Kriegel. Right block, put it up, no good. Rebound knocked around, taken by West Delaware, and Palmer got it. Those are shots you just got to make.
Yeah.
Wegman between the circles to Morrison, right side to Palmer, top of the key to Morrison. Morrison drives into lane, her pass deflected, knocked away, taken away by Jurlid. She falls to the floor. The loose ball picked up by Skring for Decorah. Skring up into the front court. Taylor's going to drive all the way down, put up a running one-hander, no good. Taylor got it back, passes to Jurlid on the left wing. A three-pointer up is good, and it's a 4-point game, Coach B.
And give Taylor some credit for taking the ball in, but more importantly, getting the rebound.
22-18, West Delaware up by 4. 2 minutes into the third quarter. Morrison top of the key to Wegman right side, trying to answer with a three of her own. It's no good. And Peyton Jurlid with the rebound for Decorah. Out of Skring. Up the right side of the floor to Stahlberger. Stahlberger stops, goes to Kragel at the free throw line. Jumper up, in and out, no good. Tess got the rebound, put it up, no good. Rebound knocked around, taken by Boyce for West Delaware. Boyce to Morrison to the near end of the court. Quickly ahead on the right side to Toole. Toole to Morrison at the free throw line. Kicks it to Wegman left side, and Wegman traveled with it. A reaching foul. On Taylor Skring. 5:34 to play here in the third quarter. The Vikes have scored the first 4 of this quarter. And all of a sudden it's a 4-point game. 22-18 West Delaware. 5:34 to play here in the third.
Well, give credit to the Decorah defense. They're playing outstandingly well tonight. Our offense needs to get going, and they're getting signs of it.
Left corner with it is Palmer. A three-pointer, no good. Rebound pulled down by Zidlicki for Decorah. Now to Skring. Quickly up the left side of the floor to Olinger. Tess drives to the left block to Peyton Jurlid on the left wing. Top of the key. Taylor Skring. Three-pointer up. Got it! That's the first points of the night for Taylor Skring, and it's a 1-point game. 22-21. West Delaware up by 1. 5:13 to play here in the third.
A little dose of medicine back at West Delaware.
Morrison on the left side. Viking crowd coming alive for the first time tonight. To Wegman. To Toll at the free throw line. Had it blocked. It's taken by Wegman. Underneath to Mormon. Mormon went up, had the shot blocked, but Zidlicki fouled her in the process. Zidlicki picks up the foul, her second, team second. And Mormon will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. She is a 60% free throw shooter.
And again, a great block by Sandra there. I don't believe the officials give her any break at all, and I don't know why, but I did not see that was a foul.
First free throw up and good for Mormon. 23-21 West Delaware. That breaks the 7-0 run to start the second half of the quarter in the first 3 minutes and 3 seconds. Second free throw is no good. Rebound down to Shelby Stahlberger for Decorah. Passing on the right side to Skring. Skring up into the front court. Taylor's going to drive it all the way down. Put it up off the glass. No good. Rebound pulled down by Olinger. Right corner to Skring. Top of the key to Stahlberger. Left side to Peyton Jurlid, and she traveled with it. 23-21 West Delaware. 4:42 to play in the third.
I tell you, Taylor cannot buy a 2-point layup here. She has some good looks there, but she can't get them in.
Decorah's had a ton of good looks from point-blank range. They just haven't fallen. Toll, top of the key to Morrison, left side to Palmer. Palmer back to Morrison between the circles. Morrison with the basketball, midcourt area. Passes at the free throw line to Toll, takes it from 10 and scores. Toll with her first 2 of the night, and it's 25-21 West Delaware. Skring dribbles through a trap near half court, bounces along the baseline to Olinger, and 8-footer is up around the rim and good. Tess with her second bucket. 25-23 West Delaware. 4:08 to play in the third. Morrison drives to the free throw line. Passes to Wegman on the right wing. Top of the key to Morrison. High on the right to Toll. Right baseline to Wegman. A 20-footer is no good. Rebound goes out of bounds untouched. And the Hawks will give it back to Decorah. 3:58 to play here in the third. Hawks 25, Decorah 23. Timeout asked for by Coach Shepard, and I believe this will be a full timeout. It will. 3:58 to play here in the third. It is 25-23 West Delaware. Let's hear from Rockweiler Appliance and TV. 25-23 West Delaware leading Decorah. A Harold Shepard timeout with 3:58 to play here in quarter number 3. We can tell you that Luther has defeated Wartburg 67-57. Norse will play for the conference title Saturday at Dubuque. You can hear it with Nathan Bleckel and Hunter Urigan beginning at 2 o'clock right here on this frequency.
And again, Dubuque is also right up there, right? Aren't they the other one? So that's a great matchup at the end of the year. Who would have ever thought that they would have that so arranged?
Blind squirrels find nuts every now and then, Coach.
Yeah, look at West Delaware kind of in a half-court trap here.
Skring dribbles through the trap, passes on the left wing to Linnea Kephart. Kephart back between the circles to Jurlid. Passes on the right wing to Skuring. Top of the key to Jurlid. Left side to Kephart. Three-pointer up and good, and the Vikes lead for the first time tonight with 3:40 to play here in the third. 26-25 Decorah, 3:30 left. Passing on the right side is Wigman. Wigman top of the key to Morrison at the free throw line to Toole. Toole holds and looks. Back between the circles to Palmer. Palmer left corner to Morrison. Skips it over right side to Wigman. Wigman drives to the right baseline. Put up the shot. It's no good. Rebound down to Peyton Jurlid after a nice box out for Decorah. Jurlid up the left side of the floor. Peyton back to Taylor Skuring between the circles. Passing on the left side to Jurlid. High on the left to Zidlicki. Her pass goes right wing to Kephart. Top of the key to Skuring. To Zidlicki. Back to Skuring. Right side to Kephart. Kephart was bear hugged by Morrison, and a foul is called. Haley picks up her third foul and the team's second. 3 minutes to play, third quarter. Vikes on top. Coach B, 26-25.
You know what? They've done a great job on the defense, and carried them into where they started to shoot and do a little better job. I wish Sandra, when she gets the ball at the top of the key, would at least face the basket and draw in that defense to open up the sides a little bit.
Skuring left side to Jurlid underneath the Riley. Monteith left block, puts it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Linus for West Delaware. West Delaware trailing by one with the ball. 2:45 to play here in the third quarter. Linus with the basketball, passing on the right side to Wigman. Wigman guarded by Jurlid between the circles to Linus. Linus passing on the left wing to Toole. Toole lob pass underneath the Palmer at the left block, put it up, no good. Got it back, had it blocked by Zidlicki, and Zidlicki just took it right out of her hand.
And I like it.
Skuring to Jurlid for Decorah. Peyton drives in and draws the foul. Got bailed out, to be honest with you, but Linus will get the personal, her first, team's third. 2:23 to play in the third quarter. Vikes trailed by 8 at the halftime break, but lead it by 1, 26-25.
And again, look at the score here, Darren. This is the kind of game that Decorah can win.
Skuring passing on the right wing to Linnea Kephart. Kephart takes a couple of dribbles back between the circles to Jurlid. Left side of Skuring. Top of the key to Jurlid. Right side to Kephart. Top of the key to Jurlid. Her pass intercepted by Linus. Linus up the right side of the floor. Drives to the right block. Had it stripped by Jurlid, but she got a piece of the arm as well. As Peyton will pick up personal number 2, team foul number 3, and 2 shots coming at the line for Haley Linus. Linus with 6 points on the night, 1 of 2 at the line, and she is 5 of 9 at the line this season. First free throw is up around the rim and no good.
Yeah, I tell you,
she's now 5 for 10 percentage.
Yeah.
Good answer. 2:04 to play here in the third. Second free throw up and good for Linus. Linus leads West Delaware with 7. We're tied at 26. We got 2 minutes to play here in the third. Jurlid with it, right corner, right of the key to Skuring. A three-pointer is up. It dances around the rim. It's no good. Rebound down to Linus for West Delaware. Linus up the right side of the floor, now to Mormon. Mormon drives to the right block, put up the shot on Zidlicki, no good. Sandra pulls it down for the Decorah outlet, left to Peyton Jurlid. Peyton on the jog up into the front court. Peyton's pass deflected. She got it back. Passes on the right wing to Linnea Kephart. Kephart dribbles to the midcourt area. Leaves it for Peyton Jurlid. She's guarded by Toole as West Delaware going back to the man-to-man here. Skuring on the left wing, drives in and gets fouled on the drive. And Linus will pick up the personal, her second, team's fourth. 1:24 to play in the third. 26-25 Decorah.
Been a good third quarter for Decorah here overall.
They have outscored West Delaware 12-4 in this frame. Skuring inbounds to Kephart. Now to Jurlid. To Kephart, left side of Skuring underneath the Sandra left block. Puts it up and in. 5-footer goes for Sandra Zidlicki. She's got 7. It's 28-26 Decorah. 1:10 to play here in the third. Linus with the basketball, left to the key to Toole. Toole on the drive of the lane, and a foul is going to be called on Sandra Zidlicki, who picks up personal number 3, team foul number 4.
And I don't agree with that call either, because the girl came into her verticality.
Toole will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. 69% on the season. First free throw up around the rim, no good.
I would like to have them videotape some of these calls and actually have the officials sit down and watch them in slow motion. I mean, I'm sorry, but that was not a foul on Sandra.
Second free throw up and good. Toll now with 3 points, and let's see, substitutes coming in. 1:04 to play here in the third. It's a 28-27 lead for Decorah.
What they're doing is they're handicapping Sounder for playing any defense. I mean, they just don't want her to play defense.
They're punishing her because of her size.
That's exactly right.
Another way of putting it.
That's all they're looking at.
Skurring passing on the left wing to Jurlid. Jurlid on the drive of the lane. Jump pass along the right baseline to Olinger. 10-footer around the rim. No good, but she was hacked in the act by Kristen Wegman.
That was a nice penetrating drive there by Peyton. A good dish off, and again, that ball almost went in for a potential three-point play.
Tess Olinger, a 73% free throw shooter, has 4 points tonight and has not been to the line. First free throw is no good. 28-27 Decorah. 51 seconds to play here in the third.
Here again is what I'm talking about. Decorah has to be able to nail these free throws.
Second free throw around the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Wegman for West Delaware. 48 seconds to play in the third. 28-27 Decorah. Morrison up into the front court for West Delaware. Passes to Mormon on the left wing. Back between the circles to Morrison. Decorah back to
man-to-man here.
For the first time tonight, I believe. Right corner with it is Palmer. Palmer underneath the Wegman. Drives by McDonough and lays it up for two. Wegman with 11. 29-28 West Delaware. 24 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Skurring with it deep on the left side between the circles to Peyton Jurlid. Jurlid passes on the left side of Skurring. Top of the key to Peyton Jurlid. Passing on the right wing to Maria McDonough. Between the circles to Skurring. Skurring, lob pass to Olinger, left block. Tried to go up while catching it, but threw it to nobody. It goes out of bounds. 6.2 seconds to play here in the third. 29-28 West Delaware.
I don't know what that was, Darren.
No.
A turnover, I guess.
And that is number 18. But only 4 here in the second half. That's been cleaned up a ton. They'll roll it inbounds to Haley Linus. Linus up into the front court. Linus with 3 seconds. Had it stripped, knocked away. Loose ball taken away by McDonough. And the third quarter will come to a close. 29-28. West Delaware leads it after 3. And let's take a break for Bruning Rock Products. 29-28. West Delaware leads it as we go to the fourth quarter. Vikings outscoring West Delaware 14-7 in that frame to get back into the ball game. Got to send out hi to my buddy Pins, Brent Storhoff, listening in tonight.
Yeah, that Brent, I tell you, he's quite a guy. You know, he came from God's country.
He just sent me a text. Was that a foul on Sandra? Apparently, we didn't make ourselves clear enough.
Yeah.
West Delaware ball to start the fourth quarter on the near end of the court. Morrison penetrates to the free throw line, passes on the right wing to Linus. A three-pointer is no good. Zidlicki the rebound for Decorah. To Taylor. Skurring with 7:40 to play as they dribble to the far end of the court. Skurring on the left wing to Jurlid. Jurlid on the drive of the lane. Herky jerks the shot up. It's no good. Rebound loose, taken by Linus for West Delaware. Now to Morrison, passing on the left side to Mormon. Mormon back between the circles to Morrison. Morrison passing on the right wing to Linus. Top of the key to Morrison. Morrison on the drive of the lane. Her pass underneath towards Boyce through her hands and out of bounds. And that will be turnover number 11 on West Delaware.
Yep. You know, and right now this game is West Delaware has made 5 3-pointers, and I believe, Darren, if I'm not mistaken, were they all in the first quarter?
1 in the second quarter.
1 in the second quarter. So, I mean, they're really gone cold on that shot.
Jurlid, Skurring, Kriegel, Zidlicki, and Stahlberger for Decorah. Skurring left corner to Jurlid. Peyton's going to take a three-pointer and nail it. 10 points on the night for Peyton Jurlid. Vikes back on top, 31-29. 6:54 to play. On the left side with it is Haley Linus. Between the circles to Morrison. Morrison at the free throw line to Wegman. Turnaround shot up and good. Wegman with 13 on the night. We're tied at 31.
I like this Wegman. She's a nice player.
6:40 to play. Skurring with it on the right wing. Taylor on the drive of the lane. Put up a wild shot. It's no good. Rebound to the side. Taken by Boyce for West Delaware. To Wegman. Bounces it to Linus. Now to Morrison in transition. And she'll slow the pace as she brings it to the front court. To the free throw line, and Wegman, she's all alone. Takes a jumper there. No good. Kriegel gets the rebound for Decorah. We're tied at 31 with 6:17 to play.
We're very lucky there that she didn't make that one, Darren. No one within the same zip code.
Right corner with it is Stahlberger. Right corner to Skirring. Now to Zillicki, put up an off-balance shot and threw it over the backboard. She probably was expecting more contact than she got there, and it ended up looking ugly, and a turnover back to West Delaware.
Yeah, there was contact on the pass reception.
2 minutes into quarter number 4, we're tied at 31. Linus with it on the right wing to Morrison. Now to Wigman at the free throw line, left side of Palmer. Palmer drives to the hoop, blaze it up, it is no good. And Zidlicki rips the board away from Palmer for Decorah. Now to Jurlid. Jurlid up into the front court. Bounces on the right corner to Skirring. Back between the circles to Jurlid. Left side to Stahlberger. Stahlberger around a screen at the top of the key. Right side, Taylor Skirring. Three-pointer is up. It is no good. Rebound down to Peyton Jurlid. Back between the circles to Stahlberger. Left side to Peyton. A three is up. It is no good. Rebound knocked around. Taken by the Hawks. Linus got it. 31-31. 5:22 left. Hawk basketball. Morrison with it between the circles. On the left side of Palmer. Palmer in the lane to Boyce. High on the left to Wegman. Jumper up and good. Hawks back on top with 5:10 remaining. Wegman with 15, and Bridget's going to take a timeout. 5:09 left in this one. It is 33-31 West Delaware. And let's take a break for Vicks Heating and Plumbing. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.com. Darren and Larry here in Manchester. There's 5:08 remaining in the ball game, or 5:09 to be precise. West Delaware leads at 33-31. Winner of this one will go on to face Marion in Marion on Saturday night. Vikes trailed by 8 at the halftime break. Trailed by as many as 13 in the first half, but a 14-7 run in the third quarter has made this game interesting, Coach Pete.
Absolutely, and again, credit Decorah for staying with it. They had some tough going in the beginning, but they're playing well. They're staying in contact.
Up into the front court comes Decorah. They shoot at the far end. Stahlberger left corner to Jurlid. Lob pass underneath to Kragle. The errant pass is knocked away and taken away by West Delaware. It was Wigman who got the steal. Now to Morrison up into the front court. Morrison between the circles. Lobs it over to Wigman on the right wing. Back between the circles to Morrison. 4:44 left. 33-31. Morrison with the basketball. Top of the key, picked on by Skirring. To Toll at the free throw line. Right side of Wigman to Morrison. Her pass deflected. Taken by Toll. Now to Morrison. Dribbles to the free throw line. Her pass knocked away. Controlled there by Skirring, who dribbles up the right side of the floor. Skips it over to Peyton Jurlid left side. Peyton on the drive in the lane. Put up a wild shot. And boy, did she get bailed out by Morrison.
My goodness.
Peyton.
Wow.
You don't fault her aggressiveness, but sometimes she's going 65 and a 35, isn't she?
Well, and she's texting, I think, at the same time.
Morrison, her fourth foul, team 6. Jurlid's free throw, no good.
If we lose this game, Darren, it's going to be because of our lack of making free throws.
Vikes 4 of 9, West Delaware 4 of 8. Same probably could be said across the way.
Well, but still, we let them don't make theirs. That's fine, but we got to make ours. Make them pay.
Free throw up and good for Jurlid, who's got 11 on the night. 33-32. West Delaware leads by 1 with the ball. 4:18 remaining. On the right side with it is Wigman. Left side of Palmer. Top of the key to Linus. Right side of Wigman underneath the Boyce. Right block goes up. Shot block. Ball is taken by Palmer. She caught it awkwardly, but they're going to call a foul on McDonough in the battle for the board.
Oh, I don't know about that, Darren. We didn't have a good angle, but wow.
Folks, he's lying. We had a great angle. First foul on McDonough. Here's Palmer, a shot up, no good. Linus, though, got the inside position, got the board, and put it up and in. Linus with 9. 35-32, Hawks, halfway point, fourth quarter. Decorah ball on the far end of the court with Stahlberger on the right wing. Right corner to Peyton Jurlid. Jurlid to Krago, right of the circle. Passing on the left side of McDonough. McDonough on the left wing to Stahlberger. Stahlberger takes a couple of dribbles. Her pass, and that one off the foot of Toll. That was a hard enough kick. It might have ended up 2 blocks away at Brown Field.
Yeah, it was definitely had some mustard on it.
Maybe even some relish.
Yeah.
3:40 left. Decorah ball trailing by 3. Stahlberger deep on the right side. Right corner to Jurlid. She just bobbled the pass, and it's taken away by Wigman.
We've gone back to the fumble figures here, Darren. We got to get over that.
Palmer, top of the key to Linus, right side of Wegman. Three-pointer up and good, and the Hawks back up 6.
I feel some momentum here, Darren. We got to get it into this.
18 points on the night, and Decorah will take a timeout. 3:18 remaining in this one. It is the Hawks 38 and Decorah 32. Let's take a break for the A&J Petersburg Agency Insurance and Real Estate. Let's reset the game. There's 3:18 remaining. West Delaware leading 38-32. Decorah with 1 timeout remaining. West Delaware with 4. Decorah has committed 5 fouls. West Delaware has committed 6. Decorah has the possession arrow. That's our game reset. 38-32 West Delaware with 3:18 remaining in the game. Decorah took the lead here late in the third quarter. They were down as many as 13 in this game, down 8 at the halftime break. It was 29-28 West Delaware at the end of the third after Decorah outscored them 14-7 in the third quarter. But the Hawks back up 6 with 3:13 remaining. Stahlberger with it in the left corner to Skirring. Skirring driving wildly into the lane, but got a runner to go. Taylor with 5 on the night, and the lead is 4. 38-34 West Delaware, 3 minutes to play. Linus picks up her dribble, top of the key, passes to Wegman on the right wing. Wegman back between the circles to Linus. Linus on the left side to Palmer. Palmer drives to the left baseline against Skirring, now stops. Passes in the left corner to Toole. Toole back between the circles to Linus. Linus dribbles to the right of the circle area. Picks up her dribble, passing deep on the right wing to Wegman. Wegman retreats to the midcourt area against Peyton Jurlett. Passing on the right wing to Gaffney to Linus. A three-pointer up, no good. Rebound out of Jurlett. 2:27 left. Jurlett quickly up to Stahlberger on the left side. Passes back to Skirring as they don't have numbers. Shelby with it on the left wing. West Delaware back to the zone. Shelby right side to Jurlett, underneath to Craig. A wild shot off the glass and in. Caitlin with her second bucket. It's 38-36 West Delaware. There's 2:07 remaining. And Harold Shepard wants to chat. 2:05 left in this one. 38-36 West Delaware. And let's take a timeout for the Edward Jones representatives, Dick Cuvalier and Troy Whitehill. We have 2:03 remaining in this ball game. West Delaware will have the ball out of the timeout. It is 38-36 West Delaware. They have 3 timeouts remaining. Decorah with 1. West Delaware has committed 6 fouls. Decorah has committed 5. Possession arrow belongs to Decorah. Again, that's your reset. 2:03 remaining. 38-36 West Delaware. This thing's been far from pretty, Coach B, but you know what? We might have ourselves an entertaining finish.
It could go overtime, Darren. You know, I really believe that West Delaware is going to take some air out of the ball here. Make us come out of that zone.
Figurative term, not a literal term after last month.
Yep.
Morrison with the basketball between the circles to Boyce. Boyce, right side to Palmer. Palmer's pass to Morrison. Morrison on the left side, guarded there by Taylor Skirring. Morrison through a Boyce screen left side, leaves it now to Palmer. Decorah is back playing the person-to-person defense. Morrison left side to Boyce. Boyce between the circles to Toole. Toole puts it on the deck, goes right side to Morrison. Morrison right side to Wegman, and Harold Shepard wants a timeout once again. He'll take a 30 with 1:31 remaining. One thing to keep in mind, Decorah does have 1 foul to give here.
Mm-hmm. And I hope that they talk about that here at this particular juncture. And you have to decide, too, how long do you let them play this cat and mouse game before you start putting some action. And that would be some kind of a signal to go out and foul somebody, because we can go ahead and afford to go for a steal, but in the same token, we can't let them run the whole clock down. And so, again, there's got to be some coaching going on in that huddle right now. Something interesting here is that I believe they're going to take Sandra out and put in Tess Olinger and try to be a little bit more quickness in the inside, but in the same token, they're giving up maybe some rebound offensive defense type thing too.
Hawks in there with Morrison, with Palmer, with Moorman, with Toll, and with Wegman. Decorah with Skirring, Stahlberger, Jurlett, Olinger, and Kriegel. Within the midcourt area, Haley Morrison passing on the right side to Wegman. Wegman passes right corner to Palmer. Palmer leaves it underneath towards Toll, and a foul is called on Kriegel. That will not put West Delaware at the free throw line yet, since that is the 6th foul, and the 2nd on Caitlin Kriegel.
Yeah, and again, it was a good try there.
And no one on the floor has more than 2, so Decorah can be as aggressive as they need to be here. Morrison with it inbounds to Mormon. Mormon will retreat to the midcourt area. And now off to Morrison. Left side to Palmer. Palmer give and go with Wegman. And Palmer catches, shoots, and scores. Good give and go there. And Casey Palmer has 7. 40-36. West Delaware, 1:05 to play. Stahlberger skip pass over to Jurlin underneath the Olinger right block. Puts it up and in. And Olinger gets the bucket to go. She's got 6. It's 40-38 West Delaware. 55 seconds remaining. Morrison on the right side to Toll. Toll, midcourt area. Toll had it stripped, taken away by Shelby Stahlberger. Stelby all the way down, puts it up, no good. Rebound down to Olinger. They're going to rule it a tied ball. And Decorah will have possession with 42.5 seconds to play.
And you know what? Shelby did a great job there, Darren, but she forgot the basic, and you got to go in from the side of the basket. She kind of went up the middle, and that's tough.
Peyton Jurlett plays it baseline left to Kregel. Now to Skirring. Top of the key to Stahlberger. And a foul is going to be called on Sandra Zidlicki, who moved on a pick, trying to free up Peyton Jurlett, and it was the right call. Sandra picks up her 4th foul, and that'll be the team's 7th. No free throws since it's an offensive foul. 38.2 seconds to play. 40-38 West Delaware. Big turnover there.
Huge, and a big miss by Stelby, I might add.
Jurlid now to Wegman. Wegman hacked in the act by Jurlid with 31.2 remaining. Jurlid will pick up her 3rd. Wegman with 9 points in the first quarter, 7 points here in the fourth quarter. She has 18 on the night. She is a 70% free throw shooter. 1-1 here with 31.2 to play.
Not the one we wanted to foul if we had our judders, but maybe she'll miss it.
Free throw up. It is no good. Rebound down to Olinger for Decorah. Outlet right to Skirring. Taylor quickly up on the left side. Ball deflected out of bounds by Linus. Dangerous pass that time by Taylor Skirring.
Dangerous. Have you ever stood on the brink of the Grand Canyon with a wind behind you?
No, I haven't.
Well, don't.
Inbounds to Skirring. 23 seconds remaining. Left side to Stahlberger. Stahlberger back between the circles to Jurlett. Lob pass, and the Vikes weren't on the same page there as Jurlett lobbed it towards Zidlicki and Kregel, and neither person was looking for it. 17.1 to play, and Harold Shepard's going to take a timeout. 40-38 West Delaware. 17.1 to play.
Unbelievable.
2 key turnovers on the last couple of possessions.
At least you'd like to see us get a shot, you know what I'm saying? Throw up one of those threes and maybe you get a rebound, a foul. Maybe it'll go in. But, boy, when you throw the ball away without even taking a shot, Darren, it's tough. And, you can't discredit the girls' effort tonight. They've done a nice job. But, boy, oh, boy, those things are like daggers.
1 foul or 1 timeout left apiece. There's 8 fouls on Decorah. There's 6 fouls on West Delaware. West Delaware now has the possession arrow. 40-38 West Delaware. Winner of this one will go to Marion on Saturday night. Loser gets ready for spring sports.
Well, the thing is here, Darren, that you, as coach, what do you think here? I'd say we got to foul him right away.
Yeah.
Get more and try to stretch the game out, see if you get more possessions.
Of the players on the floor right now, Linus is a 50% shooter. Morrison's a 70% shooter. Wegman is a 70% shooter. Palmer is an 80% shooter. And Toll is a 69% shooter. I'm guessing you will not find Linus with the basketball. Inbounds to Wegman, now to Morrison. Morrison's going to be fouled by Jurlid with 14.4 seconds remaining. This one will still be a 1-1 as Jurlid picks up her 4th.
And what is her percentage, Darren?
Wegman is 0 for 1 on the night, and she's a 70%, or I'm sorry, this is Morrison.
This is Morrison.
70%, and she hasn't been to the line tonight.
Well, thanks for the info about Wegman, though.
First free throw up around the rim, no good. Rebound down to Kregel, 13 seconds. Ahead to Stahlberger. Stahlberger up into the front court. Passing to Jurlett along the baseline. Jurlett drives in, put up the shot, no good. Loose ball taken by Toll. Fouled by Jurlett, 2.8 seconds remaining. Well, Decorah got a shot up. Might not have been the one they wanted. And Peyton will foul out with 11 points on the night. It'll be 2 free throws coming for Emily Toll, who is 1 for 2 at the free throw line and has 3 points on the night. 69% free throw shooter is Emily Toll. And West Delaware has backed everybody off the line. First free throw up and good for Toll.
You know, you couldn't ask for anything better, Darren. They missed the front end of 2 1-and-1s here in the last 30 seconds.
Yep.
And we have not been able to take advantage of it.
Second free throw up, no good. Rebound down to Kriegel. Now to Schuring. A quick timeout asked for by Coach Storhoff with 1.9 seconds remaining. Decorah will inbound at three-quarter court. 41-38, West Delaware, 1.9 seconds remaining.
Well, there's still hope in Beantown.
And in Manchester, for that matter.
Yeah, right.
Well, credit the girls tonight, because things were looking pretty bleak in the second quarter. Outscored West Delaware 14-7 in the third quarter, and this thing ended up being a lot more competitive than most people who probably saw the score at halftime thought it would be. But got to make plays when you have the opportunity to do so. Unfortunately, Decorah wasn't able to.
Well, Stahlberger made the play. I mean, she had a nice steal and did a nice job of taking the ball down, and she just got herself into a bad predicament by rushing the shot a bit and got herself a bad angle. And, you know, we can't blame it on her because there's been a lot of missed inside bunnies. But that was just kind of the beginning of a little bit of a problem in that we had trouble handling the ball, had some turnovers without a shot. And, boy, when you're in the last minute of the game and you're trailing by 2 or you're very close, you got to be able to finish. And we just didn't have anybody step up and do it.
Stahlberger will inbound at three-quarter court. The Vikes trail by 3. Stahlberger holding and looking. Stahlberger inbounds to McDonough. McDonough ahead to Kephart, and they aren't going to get a shot off.
No.
41-38, West Delaware will move on to the regional semifinals, and Decorah will call it a season at 11-11. Scoring on the night for West Delaware: 18 points for Kristen Wegman, 9 points for Haley Linus, 7 points for Casey Palmer, 4 points for Emily Toole, 2 points for Haley Morrison, and 1 point for Kara Moorman. Decorah on the night had 11 points out of Peyton Jurlid, 7 for Sandra Zidlicki, 6 for Tess Olinger, 5 for Taylor Schuring, 4 for Caitlin Kriegel, 6 for Tess Olinger, I should say, 3 for Linnea Kephart, and 2 for Shelby Stahlberger. Free throws tonight, neither team with anything to write home about. 5 for 11 for West Delaware and 5 for 10 for Decorah. Your stats, Coach B.
Well, it's kind of interesting, Darren. For the game, Decorah ended up shooting 36%, which is probably not what they had in mind when they were on the bus coming down. Made 15 of 41. They did, however, get hot from the three-point line there in the or beyond the three-point line in the second half, and they ended up making 5 out of 13, so they shot pretty well there, better than probably from their two-point goal, because by golly, Darren, I don't know. I wish I'd have kept track of how many two-point close-in bunnies we missed, but there was a ton of them. And on the other end of things, West Delaware ended up shooting 15 of 38. And in a minute, my guru, Fingers McGillicuddy here, will come up with a percentage for me. But the other thing that's kind of interesting here is offensive rebounds. Decorah had 13 for the game. I've got West Delaware for only 5. And defensive rebounds, I have Decorah with 20 and West Delaware with 12. So we out-rebounded 33 to 17, almost doubled them up on rebounds. Turnovers is what really hurt us, especially at the beginning of the ball game, because both teams were kind of feeling each other out, and then we kind of went back to that here at the end of the game. So at the beginning and the end of the game, if you could take about 2 minutes off of each end of the game here, Darren, Decorah would come out of this thing shining, because I know we'd have won by double figures, but it didn't happen. And turnover-wise, Decorah ended up with 23 for the game, and on the other end of things, West Delaware only had 13. And again, they did a good job of handling the ball, because we had good defense all night. I cannot fault the defense. I cannot fault the ideas of rebounding and things that we did. We looked inside. We tried to pass the ball around. We did a good job of beating them to spots, but we didn't finish. And again, when you do this, you have to be able to finish and make the balls go through the hoop. In 7th grade, I know I coached all these gals at one time or another, and I apologize for that maybe, but the thing is, I always told them, I had them look at the scoreboard, and I said, take a look at the scoreboard, tell me what's the only way that you win a ball game on that scoreboard. And I said, you got to make those numbers underneath score, they got to be able to go up and down. And the thing is, the way you do that is put a ball through the ring, and we just didn't do the job tonight, Darren. We did a lot of good things, but didn't finish the game.
41-38, Vikes are going to end their season at 11-11. It's the most wins Decorah has had in 4 seasons. Definitely a positive on that end of things. Looking at the stats coming into the game today, last year they shot 35% from the floor. This year they shot 42. Probably not the percentage you want, but at the same time you saw a 7% improvement there. One thing you really liked from a year ago, 7 less turnovers game this year, and also percentage of field goals with an assist. 2/3 of the buckets were assisted this year by Decorah as compared to 60% last year. So I think those stats in particular are a sign of progress, especially the win total, because I mean, you're not feeling great ending the season tonight, but you're feeling better with an 11-win season as compared to last year in Charles City after a 4-win season.
Yes, absolutely, Darren. And, you know, you'd mentioned the assist, and I was remiss in not saying something about that earlier. Decorah I have down for 9 assists tonight. And if you look at West Delaware, I got them for 2. And so, I mean, that's quite a change. And, again, if you look at West Delaware, they ended up with 15 field goals that they made, and Decorah ended up with 15, so it was absolutely even Steven. So it really, you know, I talked about it in the game, something that Decorah really has to take under their endeavors to improve on. You know, they can do all the weightlifting and all the other things and all the speed drills and all the getting in shape. Gosh darn it, when you've got a chance to put a team down at the free throw line, you've got to find a way to put that ball through the hoop, because tonight if Decorah makes, 3 more free throws than West Delaware,
they would have made them.
Yep, you know, that who knows what might have happened. And again, that's something you saw at the end. Look at West Delaware. All they had to do was make those 1-on-1s, make both of them. Now it's a 4-point game. Game's probably in bad shape for Decorah there, but they gave us a chance. And we just weren't able to walk through the door. But you know, the coaches for West Delaware got to be going, wait a minute, we can't let that happen, because we could lose a ball game because of that.
And senior class, Caitlin Kragel, Shelby Stauber, Maria McDonnell, and Aya Kephart, Tess Ollinger playing their last games tonight. And I think if there's a lesson this senior class can maybe leave behind for the future years, these are 5 young women that really committed themselves to the weight room, and I think they had a better year in volleyball because they were stronger, and with the strength came more confidence, both on the volleyball end of things, on the basketball end of things, and hopefully on the spring and summer sports end of things as well. And I mean, one guy that doesn't probably get enough credit at Decorah High School is Mike Tungan, coaching those kids in the weight room, and Coach Tungan has really done a good job in setting the pace for the kids to follow. And I think this group of senior female athletes has done a really good job on that end of things, because you could tell they were bigger, stronger, and faster this year.
Yeah, they did some things that we had not seen them do in the past, being able to control their bodies and passes and things of that nature, and make something happen because of it. Along with that line, you know, you mentioned those 5 seniors. And again, you know, you have Anna Kane, too, that's been doing statistics all year for them, and she's another quality young lady. You know, you can't say anything bad about these gals. They're great people. I mean, I've had an opportunity to be around them for a lot of years, and, you know, Decorah's got to be proud. But, you know, again, it's one of those things, you know, that tonight's ball game was hanging on the limb, and unfortunately that we just didn't get the right leaf at the fall, and we weren't able to come up with a win. But you know, by golly, maybe, like you say, they're heading in the right direction. Let's hope so.
41-38, Hawks win it. Decorah ends their season 11-11. Final thoughts tonight and the season, Coach B?
Well, first of all, Darren, again, I appreciate all the opportunities this year to bring these girls' games to the listener, and I appreciate you allowing me to do that, and KDEC. The other thing I'd like to make sure that everyone understands is that I call it like it is. And again, not everybody agrees with that. That's fine, but I'm going to tell them, you know, we got things we got to work on, or something that we could have done differently. But in the same token, I'm very quick to praise the gals too.
Yep.
And I think you're able to feel that if you're again a 50-50 type listener. But the thing I want to make sure that everyone understands, Darren, is that these gals give 100%. I mean, they didn't back off tonight. They weren't working hard out there. They give 100%, and that's what I respect the most, is that they're able to do it. They commit themselves, and they're willing to perform on a court. You know, that's not always an easy thing to do. And you know, especially if things aren't going so well, they hung in there and they did the job as best they could, and that's all you can ask out of anyone. And certainly, it's an honor for me, and I certainly appreciate that opportunity.